Hello everyone, welcome back. Today Steve and I decided to take another drive, and we had a hard time deciding where we wanted to go this week, but the road we picked goes from Provo Canyon across the front of the Cascade Mountain to Hobble Creek. I don't know if there's actually a name on the map for the road or not, but
I'm sure there is.
There probably is. There's 2 or 3 overlooks along the way that look down into Utah Valley. Our first stop is going to actually be the Squaw Peak overlook. But from here behind us, you can see the northern end of Utah Valley. That's Utah Lake. Down below us is Orem. And then we have Linden, Pleasant Grove, American Fork, Lehigh, Alpines up around the corner. You can't really see it very well, but anyway, our trip today will be just driving this road and showing you some of the overlooks, and it's a pretty easy road, you know, 2-wheel drive the whole way. I haven't driven it in quite a few years. Steven and a buddy of his did it a few years back, so this time of year it should be just a nice scenic drive. So come along, we hope you enjoy, and we look forward to sharing this with you. This is Cascade Mountain. Right there in the distance. That peak is Squaw Peak. I used to own a home in Orem, and in the basement there was a library study style room, and with the wood burning stove. And on the wall behind the wood burning stove was a mural made out of metal of the Cascade Mountain, and it was really cool. This peak over there has recently been renamed. I am not currently positive what the name of it is, but it's part of the national effort to be more sensitive to indigenous peoples and other minority groups. They've renamed a lot of buildings and colleges, universities, mountains, you know, things of that nature. So this is the overlook that looks down into Provo and Orem with all of Utah Lake. There's a little piece that goes out behind that mountain, but you have East Bay, you have Brigham Young University, and it's a phenomenal site. Just lots of area. The 3 mountain peaks you see down there is Mount Nebo. You have Lake Mountain over there, and then you have Cascade Mountain behind us. So the road isn't too bad, it's just a rocky dirt road, but I drove on it for about 2 minutes and decided that we needed to air down our tires. So we will lay down the tires. To take my 35s from 32 psi down to about 12 takes about 3 minutes per tire. So this canyon coming up right here is Rock Canyon. Comes up from Provo. So you can hike all the way up here. The trail that goes up the bottom of it, there's a campground around the corner. This newly named peak that I don't know the name of that I was talking about before is right there. And there's a trail that goes up the bottom and around and then all the way to the top of there. I'm not sure what this mountain over here is called, or that one. One of these is Provo Peak, but I don't know which one that is. So anyway, back in the day you used to be able to ride motorcycles up Rock Canyon. You could go up and around and drop down on the other side, and the canyon is called Slate Canyon. But it's all closed to just hiking up and down the canyons now. Still see some of Utah Lake off in the distance. If I can figure out how to take this thing off of stabilization control, then I could zoom in, but then I'd have to figure out how to put it back on. So temporarily our zooming is inactive, enabled, not enabled. It looks like the campground is closed. This road continues. The sign said 15 miles to Hobble Creek Canyon, and it says it's not suitable for passenger cars beyond this point. So I expect the road to get a little rougher, and maybe we'll just see what we see. Clouds are rolling in. It's supposed to cool down over the next several days. Get a little rain. Leaves are just starting to turn. Right through this section there's not too many, but in about 2 to 3 weeks the leaves will be in full color, and that will be the time to come and do this drive again, or do another similar drive just to check out all the color. That drops down over to Hobble Creek Canyon, Hobble Creek Road, which is where we are headed. This is the view that we have. And the road is still not too bad. Definitely right now would be okay to bring a passenger car. And like I said, here in another couple of weeks all the leaves should be in full color, and it would just be a beautiful drive. Dropping off down into Hobble Creek Canyon. Hobble Creek Canyon is over the ridge right here. The road actually goes around to the left around the ridge there and up the canyon a ways before it drops off. Down below us there you have Hobble Creek, or actually not Hobble Creek, but Springville, Mapleton, Spanish Fork. Got some windmills out there in the distance that I don't know if you can see. They're at the mouth of Spanish Fork Canyon. Highway 6 goes up over to Price. Road continues to be pretty nice. Nothing I wouldn't take a passenger car on. Minivan, any SUV, pickup truck. Coming up here in the middle of the week has sure been nice as we've done these trips. We don't have to fight with traffic, we don't have to fight with other people. We've seen a couple of vehicles, one side by side, and that's it on our entire trip. It's just been peaceful and quiet. It's allowed us to really enjoy without the noise and the congestion. I want to thank everyone for coming along with us today on our little trip. It was a cool day, slightly overcast most of it, and just a beautiful drive. Nothing technical, not very long, but a drive that pretty much anybody can take with their family. I do recommend some kind of a sport utility vehicle with all-terrain tires. There's a lot of sharp rocks that will probably put holes in your all seasons, definitely any performance tires you might have, but definitely a road that pretty much anyone can take. And in a couple of weeks, once the leaves start to turn, sometime around the last week, 1st of September, 1st week of October, is a perfect time to go and just look at the leaves. So we appreciate everyone's support. Please like, subscribe, and share, and leave us a comment below on where you'd like us to go next. Thanks.